So hello, welcome. Introduce yourselves and your film.
Hi, I'm Grace Olwyn Ashworth, and we're here with our dark comedy short film, Grim.
Yes, and I'm producer of the film, director-writer here.
Yeah, I'm the writer-director.
So why don't you tell us a little about your journeys into filmmaking and especially into making of Grim?
Ooh.
Do you want to start with your journey as a filmmaker?
Oh, that's tricky. Well, long time ago, I'm Swedish, so from there doing like short films and a few tele stuff like that, and then moving to the UK. During the pandemic, being told getting to producing, so I was more doing other stuff in front of the camera, and that's how I stumbled into meeting Grace. So that's how we started collaborating on doing Grim.
Yeah. So I started filmmaking over 20 years ago, and I got into doing comedy probably about a decade ago, and so we wanted to, with Grim, we wanted to make a film about suicide, but as filmmakers, we don't tend to do heavy, dark films, so we did it in a lighter way, if you can say that about suicide.
So how did you actually balance like the themes, like you say, during the film?
So that's a really good point. So suicide awareness is, on a serious note, something we really care about, and something that an issue we really want to address. And to that end, we brought on board collaborators. We Are Hummingbird, who are a mental health organisation that are set up to break the stigma of mental health with music. Pardon me. So with them behind us, I also, in the scriptwriting phase, worked with the Samaritans Media Advisory team to look through the script and just to make sure that we were on the right side of things. But yeah, it went through a lot of edits, put it that way.
Is like male mental health like important for you to talk about?
Yes, definitely, and it's interesting you point that out because I originally wrote our lead character as a female and it didn't really work, and I think the reason for that and why it worked better when I turned our characters into males is because men are 3 times more likely to attempt suicide than women, and it is a big issue for men, mental health. So for us, we wanted to create a piece that would help get people talking, be it slightly controversial in parts, but we wanted it to be, a good talking point.
Yeah. So the actual grim side of it is never actually mentioned, but you get notes of it through the film. Was it your idea just to pinpoint that rather than it being like Grim Reaper?
Sorry, I don't really understand the question. Sorry. I'm trying to understand it.
Quite like subtle, like you know that it is the Grim Reaper, you know that this is happening, but
spoiler,
he brings that
Yeah. But it could also mean that the film is about something grim. Like it is about, so it has a dual meaning. But it is driven home in the credits. So if you've seen so.
I think you wrote a lovely relationship between like the brothers. I think that was really, really strong. How did you get into that kind of idea?
It helped using my own brother as the ghost. The brother relationship was important because our lead character, Sam, is grieving. And when someone suffers a huge loss, for example, a sibling that you're dependent on, that can deeply affect you. And when you're already feeling tangled and like your mental health is really bad and you're in a bit of a knot, it was, for him, it was something that just made him feel even worse. And I know that when people are grieving, they don't sleep, and he's just come from a funeral, and that whole brother relationship, it's something I can relate to.
Now, obviously, this is the Northwest short section, so tell us about your connection to the Northwest.
Woohoo! Yeah, go on, Håkan.
Well, obviously you are my connection to Northwest, but obviously we're working with a lot of local crew, loads of locations. We won't talk specifically where we shot it, but like locations around this area as well. So it is a very local film in that sense, with so much local love and help from a local community and fundraising from
I
local.
think you should say
yeah.
local again.
Local again. But that's the sort of vibe of it. It was
So
a
we're-
very
yeah.
lovely gang of people.
We're a Lancashire-based production company, and we shot in Cumbria in Lancashire. It's like Hawken says, we're a northwest crew. So
Yeah.
yeah, very northwest. And we did a lot of we did the sound edit and the colour grade in Manchester. So yeah.
Okay. What is your next project or collaboration? Anything that we can know about?
We're looking at. You sent me a script, so we're looking at that.
Are we?
Well, we're looking at it, and so we'll see. But first, now is doing a rounds with Grimm, because we really want everyone to see it. So that's the priority with this. And what's your next step? What's your next?
Yeah. So I've got a few feature scripts that I'm writing. I have a romantic comedy called Penny and Lena, set to the backdrop of Christmas time, and then I have a Scottish comedy horror, which is a ghost story set on a Scottish island, that is really scary and really heartwarming. So it's going to happen. So hopefully we're going to get those made. And see what happens next. But you've got some plates spinning as well.
Yeah. A few kid shows and a few other bits and bobs.
Okay, lovely. Anything else that you want to add?
It's lovely to be here.
It's lovely. Right,
I'm really looking forward to
great.
seeing it on the big screen here. Yeah.
Yeah, we're so happy to be here. I came to the film festival last year and had a lovely time, and so we were very excited when we found we got selected, and we're very appreciative.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.